heading to the bus station, and I'm doing a day trip to San Jose del Cabo. There's not much more really to do here in Cabo St. Lucas, unless you like drinking beer, getting hustled by hustlers. So I'm gonna make my way over to San Jose del Cabo. I hear it's a much more relaxed city, and yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Report back in a little bit. So yeah, I'm heading to the local bus station here, where it's like I think it's about a 40-minute bus ride or so. I'm gonna catch the 8:45 bus. I'll see you in San Cabo. I'll see you in San Jose del Cabo. So I just arrived at San Jose del Cabo. I got off the bus and I took an Uber down here to the center, and now I'm going to be looking for the historical center. See if I can find a place to grab some lunch or breakfast. I guess it's just after 10. So far, San Jose del Cabo seems a lot more chill than Cabo San Lucas, which is nice. And I haven't met a hustler yet, so that's a good sign. So I think I found the historical center. The small little streets, the cute little buildings, the colorful places, and the touristy little shops usually tells you you're in the historical center of town. And here's the square, or the plaza. So, oh, and there's the church, obviously. So, wherever you get a church like this, you know you are at the center. Oh, look, there's a huge Mexican flag. And here we have the cliche sign, San Jose del Cabo. And you know, you've made it here when you see the sign. Stamp your passport and say, I've arrived. So, very nice. Very quiet, which is nice. No hustlers. Nobody's offered me a cigar or some blow or some weed. It's a good sign. The idea is to find a cute little restaurant that I could eat at. And I'll just have to wander around and see what I could find. Lots of touristy shops, as you can see. There's a plaza there. Maybe I'll go wander in. Plaza Senor Chavez. Let's see what we got. More chachkas. Stuff to put in your living room, bedroom, what have you. Oh, it's kind of cool. A little bit of an art exhibit. It does make the place look a little bit more friendly. And yeah, things are still closed here. Weird. Something I notice about Mexico is how things don't really open up till like 10 o'clock or more. Like even getting a coffee at 7 o'clock is practically impossible. I was lucky to find a place near where I'm staying that's open at 7. but and it's not that great, but it's okay. But other than that, forget it. You literally have to wait till 9, 10 o'clock to find a half-decent place to have coffee or even breakfast. Things just don't happen, which is weird, because if you're traveling, you kind of want to, you want to get going in the morning. You want to do stuff, you want to see stuff, and excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
You want to do stuff, you want to see stuff, and yeah, you need a breakfast, you need a coffee, you need something to get you going, and if nothing's open, it's sort of like too bad. Interesting. It's an interesting little piece of art. It's actually not a bad art gallery. Corsica Gallery. It's a nice piece, nice artistic shop. Wow, quite a different vibe. Quite a different vibe from Cabo San Lucas. Much more sophisticated place. Again, there's a lot of tourist shops here where you can buy kachkas, I guess even bronze pieces. I guess it's for people who have deep pockets. They come here and buy some sculpture and bring it back, or large paintings. A lot of galleries, which is nice. I'm really liking the galleries. And I think I see maybe a breakfast place. Maybe. It might, looks like a smoothie place. But better than nothing. Smoothies are better than nothing. I might just have to do the smoothie. It does say breakfast. Maybe I'll have a look. Looks like it's just going to be cakes. Yeah. Mostly coffees. Coffees and cookies. I've already had a coffee, so maybe I'll come back later for that. More galleries. Very cute. Very well decorated. Well, it says here restaurant, but I bet you it's not open. Yeah, these restaurants don't open. They don't open till like mid-afternoon or something. It's really tough to find a breakfast place. It's very bizarre. And another nice art gallery. I guess this would be a place to open up an art gallery. Yep. Galleria El Blanco. That's some interesting stuff. I'll have to peek inside some of these places once I get some food in my belly. Lots of flowers. Yep. Here we are. I guess you're getting a feel for the center here of San Jose del Cabo. It's a cute little place. I still haven't found a breakfast restaurant. It's very bizarre. You'd think there'd be a couple. You'd think people would want to eat breakfast. Not around here, I guess. It's all about buying stuff. Oh, here's a restaurant. Is it open? No. There's music playing. Restaurant. Yeah, something. I'm still having trouble with the Mexican names.
Hola.
Hi, do you have a menu?
The menu?
Yeah. Yeah, usually I look at the menu before I commit because sometimes the prices are crazy or the food just doesn't make sense to me. Thank you. Let's have a look. That's not bad. Looks pretty good. I think I'm going to go for it. Yes, I'm going to go for it. Okay. Yes. One. Yes.
Hola. Sí. ¿Dónde está Juan Carlos?
Can I sit over there at that table? Yeah. Yeah. Over. Okay, I'm going to get myself a table here near the front. Want to see us? Not a bad table. Okay, made it. Sí, gracias.
Sir, good morning.
Sí, do you have green juice?
Yeah, we have them. So you don't want coffee?
After, después.
After, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the green juice?
Sí, sí. Grande?
Okay.
No ice.
No, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll have it after, después.
Jugo verde grande sin juice.
Sí. I just asked for the green juice. It's not bad actually. Sometimes it's a little sweet. I have to really watch it for the sugar because they put sugar in everything here. It's another thing I kind of not really happy with. And I used to kind of fight it, but I kind of gave up. I said, screw it. You'd be battling everything here. If you try to eat healthy all the time, you'd be constantly frustrated. If you want gluten-free, yeah, forget it. But yeah, you might find a place here or there, but seriously, eventually, you're gonna give up. So here we have the typical menu. Eggs. Lots of eggs in this place. So, I don't know what I'm gonna have. There's chilaquiles. Omelets, not interested in omelets. And moletos, fried beans, bread, refried beans, eggs Benedict, eggs any style, scrambled eggs, fried eggs on corn tortilla, red sauce, beans, idea, eggs on a steak, Mexican sandwich. I'm gonna see if they could do like a eggs on some avocado toast or something. I'll find it. There you go. Let's test it out. Not bad. It's not sweet, which is good. It's got tang. Look at those chili. They look pretty average. I don't think there's anything really special about them. I've actually seen a lot better chilaquiles in other restaurants. Not as fancy looking as this restaurant, but whatever. It's part of the experience. You have to try things. You know. This restaurant actually looks pretty cute. Very nice restaurant. Got a tabletop. Very pretty street. You know, with cobblestones. You know, it's got a nice vibe, and I feel pretty nice here. So, you know, I guess that's part of the package. So, I'm going to enjoy my meal and catch up with you later. I just finished my breakfast at the Jasmine Cafe. Finally found out what the name of that restaurant was. It's called the Jasmine Restaurant. And it was okay. Chilaquiles were good. The coffee was awful. I asked for Americano and they got me drip coffee. It happens everywhere. So, unless a place is really set up for making coffees, like that's their thing, then you know, don't expect much for coffee. Yeah, so I'm here in the historical downtown area of San Jose del Cabo at the square, and just walking down to what I hope is the beach. We'll see. Again, I've never been here before, and just trying to get a sense of the place. And it seems like, actually, like I said before, it's a nice place. It's very well put together, it's clean. I don't see any riffraff. I haven't been hustled once. Unlike Cabo San Lucas. Wow, look at that. Yeah, Cabo San Lucas is a terrible place for getting hustled. The marina especially. Don't even go down there. It's I don't know how to describe it, but it's awful. I mean, restaurants are completely overpriced. I'm sure the food isn't that great. And there's like hustlers every 5 feet. And it gets so annoying. You really don't want to be there. I don't know, people put up with it. And I don't know why the government doesn't put some tourist cops there to stop the riffraff, but whatever. Again, it's Mexico. It's not my country. So walking down San Jose del Cabo towards the beach. I just got hustled twice. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't as aggressive as the Cabo San Lucas hustlers. Now those were really aggressive. I mean, they wouldn't take no for an answer. They actually got pretty insulting if you didn't respond. Kind of a big turnoff. Which probably means I'll probably never go back there. Not that it matters. Again, most of the Americans I saw there on the streets, I hate to say, most of them were there to party. And quite a few of them looked drunk. staggering around. And I got the impression that that's where you go. If you want to get wasted and nobody cares, go to Cabo San Lucas, drink your face off, and act like an idiot. Nobody's going to care, nobody's going to know. And, go back home and do what you did before. It's kind of like what happens in Cabo St. Lucas stays in Cabo St. Lucas. I guess that's the point of it. Okay, well, let's see how far this goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it all the way, but we'll see. So while I'm walking, I wanted to maybe talk a little bit about how to book a room or a hotel while you're traveling, especially in Mexico here. The number one site I use is booking.com. I get some discounts from them, so it's helpful. And so what you do is you go on Booking and you search for the place, the city or town that you're looking for. And I usually rank them in terms of rating and lowest price, and then I kind of work my way up. I don't like spending more than $50 or $60 a night. I don't think it's necessary, unless there's something really magical about the place, or you really need a spa or something. Anything over 70, 80 bucks tends to be overkill. And again, you don't spend your time in your hotel unless you're sick or you're working. So, you're just using the place to sleep. So one of the biggest considerations for me is noise. I'm a light sleeper, and I usually go to bed pretty early. Mostly because I don't party. I don't drink, and I'm not really a night fly when it comes to traveling. So noise is important, or lack of noise. So I always try to find a quiet room that at least has some air conditioning and is somewhat walking distance to the places I want to see, either the historical center or the beach, the Malecon. Depends on the place, depends on the city and the town. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's also Airbnbs, and in some situations Airbnbs might be a better option. But Airbnbs, you have other issues. I actually do like the fact that in most places I stay, there is a clerk or someone working the front desk, so that if I need something, if I need to call a cab, if I need to ask questions or have some other kind of service, I know there's somebody there I can talk to. And this last place I'm staying at, it was only $60 a night, and actually it was pretty comfortable and quiet, but there's literally no one around. The only time I really saw somebody is when I kind of checked in and I signed their little document, paid for my room, and that was it. I did see somebody a day later and I asked them for a blanket for my bedroom, and they got me a blanket. And the weird thing about this place where I stayed is they didn't even clean the room. They don't change the towels, they don't clean the room, they don't even come in the room. It's very bizarre. You can't even call it a hotel. I mean, it's just basically, again, it's a bed and breakfast. Not even a breakfast, just a bed, a room, without any real support. I mean, they give you towels, that's about it. It happened to have a fridge with a bottle of water. That's the other thing I don't understand, is why these places can't give you more water. I mean, water's the cheapest thing here. Least they can do is give you a couple of bottles every day, you know, so you don't have to rush out and get some. And water's really important here in Mexico. If you want to brush your teeth, you know, if you got a supplement you need to take, you need to have some clean, pure water. And 2 little bottles of water doesn't cost them anything. Again, little things, small things, but you know, they add up. Wow. Looks like a bit of a walk. I've been walking now for 10 minutes, and yeah, I guess it's a bit of a stretch between the beach and the historical center. Yeah, so those are my little irks. A couple of things that could really improve, but I don't know. I get the sense that most of these places don't really care. They're kind of very set in their ways, and I really don't think they're not like other places, you know, where the company or the people who run it, they're actually looking for feedback. They want to improve, they want to get better ratings, they want to attract better clients, and they're willing to do things, they're willing to go the extra mile. Even if it means, you know, including a couple of bottles of water, you know, being a little bit more attentive to your rooms, checking in on you and stuff. But the majority no. And even like some of the bigger hotels I've stayed at, you know, 5 stars, you know, the clerks are kind of trained in that one thing, but if you ask anything or, you know, sort of need something that's sort of outside the playbook, they really have no clue what to do. They have to ask their superior, and then their superior doesn't know what to do, and then, you know, eventually the answer is no. So, again, it's a very rigid management system here, I find. Well, I got down to the beach. Just came from up there, and as you can probably tell, it's blocked off. We're basically at the beginning of what is otherwise known as the hotel zone. This is the zone where all the hotels basically bought up all the land along the beach and, you know, kind of more or less privatized it. I do believe they have to give you public access, but as I mentioned before, it's a little bit dodgy sometimes, but it is what it is. It looks like a nice beach though. I'm just walking over there right now. Looks like a quiet hotel. Nice little breeze coming in. You see these signs everywhere about picking up after your dog. You can see here. Pick up after your dog.
Exercise ring closed.
There's a lot of people here with dogs. I was actually kind of surprised when I first came to Mexico how many people had dogs. So you could see that dog poop would be an issue. Well, we're coming to the beach. Let's see what we can see. So I had this, just had this great coffee here at this place called Coffee Lab, and best coffee I've had so far in Mexico, I think. I just discovered it on Google Maps here in San Jose del Cabo, and I'll definitely be back here when I return from my flight home. I always find the best places at the end. Kind of crazy. Anyways, I know where it is now, and I'm just going to make my way over to the bus station now for my trip back to Cabo San Lucas. I figure I'll take the bus. I was thinking of doing an Uber. It's about 500 pesos, but I thought 40 pesos for the bus, that's good enough. And yeah, it's about a 15-minute walk to the bus station. It's not too far. It's worth it. It's not as hot as it was this afternoon. Things are cooling down, so it makes it a bit of an easier walk. So my SD card got full right when I was heading for the beach. That's why I got cut off, and I had to transfer all these files over to my hard drive and reformat this drive so I can continue to vlog. Anyways, I got some good drone shots, I think, of the beach. I'll post them. It's actually quite a nice beach. It's very barren, hardly anybody there, which is nice. Not physically pretty the same way that some other beaches are with rocks and landscape, but still, it's a nice beach. Didn't go in the water, and I forgot my towel, so I didn't get a chance to get in. So yeah, it's a nice evening. Had a nice day here at San Jose del Cabo. Definitely a good place to visit. A lot of good things here. Some good restaurants. Nice little town to walk in. You'll definitely enjoy it. And I'm definitely going to come back once I'm ready to leave. I think this is where I'll catch my flight, since there's an international airport here with direct flights to North America. I didn't know that before. Now I do. I was originally going to fly to Cancun, but I don't think I need to do that. And I don't know. Cancun isn't very interesting to me. I did spend almost 10 days at Playa del Carmen when I first came to Mexico a month ago, and it's okay, but really, I don't know. Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum, you know, all those places along the coast there, Riviera Maya, they're not really Mexico. You know, they're kind of a tourist, how do you say, playground, where you can go and They have everything you need, your hamburgers, your beers, your parties, your drugs. But it's not really a Mexico vibe. I mean, other than going to see the temples, the Mayan temples, which I really recommend. And for that, I wouldn't say you have to be in Cancun. I would definitely not stay in Cancun or Playa if I was going to. Oops, where am I going? Okay, here I am. I don't want to get lost. I would not stay in those places. I mean, maybe for one night when you arrive, but you could easily visit those temples from places like Merida, or the other place called Valladolid, which is in between Merida and Tulum. They're much nicer places, especially Valladolid. I would stay there for like a week and rent a car, and you could visit almost every temple from there. Or start in Merida and just do a huge little road trip to all the temples, which you can do in probably 2 or 3 days, stopping at various little towns. That's what I would do. And I would avoid the whole Playa del Carmen scene and so forth. Not only is it expensive, but I don't know, I find it kind of annoying, loud, and yeah, again, full of hustlers and stuff. I guess if you only have like a few days, if you have like 5 days vacation and you're on a tight budget, or you're tight on time, then hey, why not go to an all-inclusive, gated community resort, and yeah, just relax. You won't get any culture, but you'll probably get a chance to relax, and maybe that's the whole thing. So I'm on the bus back to Cabo San Lucas. Just finished San Jose del Cabo, and on the 5 o'clock bus back. It'll be my last night. Tomorrow I'll be heading to La Paz for 2 nights, and after that, hopefully up north. Gotta psych myself up for that one. Interesting place so far. Out of the 3-4 places I've been to here, La Paz, Cabo San Lucas, Todos Santos, and Jose del Cabo, I don't know. Cabo San Lucas is definitely the worst for me. I didn't like it. Todos Santos is really nice. The beaches are hard to get to, and but it had a really nice vibe. Maybe for a couple of nights. Nice place to kind of, I don't know, maybe write a book, get some ideas. Had a really nice quiet vibe about it, and it was very pretty. Didn't have a great selection of restaurants, coffee houses, but again, for a couple of nights I think it was good. La Paz, I liked. It had everything. It had the beach, it had the Melicon, it had the restaurants and the coffee shops, the little pueblo, the mercado. It had it all, and it was quiet. It was very chill. I didn't get this feeling of being hassled and hustled all the time, walking around. It felt very relaxed. So I think La Paz is definitely up there. Different than Todos Santos. I mean, very different. Todos Santos is very small. And La Paz is more like a real town. small city. Had an airport, obviously. And then San Jose del Cabo, place I was just at. I think it's a really nice place. Again, a place I could spend 2-3 days here. Not as quiet as La Paz, and not as quiet, nowhere near as quiet as Todos Santos, but it was still nice in that it wasn't crazy and overrun with hustlers. And there's some nice restaurants, a couple of really nice coffee houses. So, again, if you're like working remotely, or you just want to write a book, or edit some videos, it's a good place to hang for a few days. It also has an airport, and this airport is actually an international airport, so you can get flights, North America, direct flights, fly in here. So La Paz, San Jose del Cabo, Todos Santos, good. Cabo St. Lucas, no good. Don't go. Unless you like cheap beer and getting wasted, there's not much there. So there it is. We'll see you back. If I don't connect back later on this evening, I'll chime in tomorrow on my way back to La Paz. So, see you later.